Scott and Amanda with Flightowel over here. They've actually introduced their product to us recently, and we're here to interview them and ask them some questions.
Yeah. So first off, how are you two doing today?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah.
So I know there's a little bit of a time difference because you're in a different part of the states. Where exactly are y'all located at?
We're in Turner, Oregon. It's about an hour south of Portland.
South
So
of
over on the
Portland.
West Coast.
All right, some good disc golf out there.
Yeah,
Very-
it's amazing. Yeah.
Very good disc golf. We get lots of lot of trees, a lot of beautiful open areas. We get just the whole gamut.
Oregon's basically a rainforest, so it's just the most beautiful courses out here.
Best
Love
kind
it.
of golf.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's always wet up there, correct? A lot of rainy
most of the
days.
time, yeah. I mean, we get a lot of rainy days, but it doesn't really bother us. We've both lived here all of our lives, and you just throw on some rain gear and go out and play anyways.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
So I'm guessing because y'all do play a lot of rain golf, maybe this had a hand in the product that you're going to be showing us today. Is that correct?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
When I
That was
started
perfect, right? That was a
disc
good
golf,
segue.
I
Yeah,
could not
professional.
find.
Right? I was setting it up
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah, that was really nice.
So,
But
you said
when I started playing, I had to find a good towel, and I couldn't find one.
it's
So
very,
that's kind of what
very
moved us
important.
towards Flightowel.
So how long have y'all been a business?
A little over 5 years
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
we've been selling. Yeah.
I love that. That's, and when, what was the first product? What was the first thing you came up with? Was it just a towel and a stamp, or was it the flight towel that everyone knows and loves?
The first product was the actual flight towel.
Okay.
I went right for this right off the bat.
Hey, it's a great product. And the cool thing is with having different size rims and everything else, you can really get a feel for the different molds that you're used to and that you really like to kind of throw. And that's a great way to kind of loosen up that arm before a round. There's a lot of different methods and things you can do. And there's different things we can do with this to kind of warm up. Not only do you get to dry your discs off in a wet location, but you also get to stretch and feel that same mold in your hand beforehand. And that's a really, it's something that you don't get a lot of with a lot of products.
Yeah, for sure. When I created it, I started looking on the internet to find a way to warm up. I have some back issues, so I can't just go into a round and start throwing discs. I'm going to hurt myself. So I needed to find a way to warm up. And I found the towel routine, and that was great, but it definitely didn't feel like throwing a disc to me because, one, I'm just grabbing onto a towel, and two, there wasn't really much resistance there. So that's when I had the idea to cut a disc up into 4 pieces and put that fob on there and then sew that pocket into the bottom of the towel. And it all just came together really quick and had the first product.
I love it. I love it.
I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah. So
I was looking at what that little.
is that what it does? It tucks in there?
I've been using this wrong. the
No.
whole time.
That's just
What's the pocket for?
when you pull it across.
Oh,
when
it
you
creates
pull it across
resistance.
your body.
Ah,
That pocket opens up and creates resistance and makes it so it doesn't feel like you're going to pull your shoulder out when you're warming up.
Oh, okay. That makes total sense. I had no idea. I'm glad that we have you here with us because here I've been just putting my fingers inside there and drying my fingers a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I do that too, but
What model would you say that you implemented the drag and stuff to it? Like, how many models would you say you're on right now for your flight towel?
this would be number 2.
Okay.
Oh wow, you got there
the first
fast.
one I sewed up the first one I sewed up and just kind of went down to a craft store and got just some basic parts to put it together with, and then quickly changed it and went to the final design that we still sell right now. So
I love that.
it's just I wanted to do it right the first time, right
Yeah.
off the bat.
And they've been tested with a lot of pull on them.
Oh yeah.
A lot. Like we've really tested them out. I don't remember how much
You-
pounds.
Well, with the fob and everything, this will hold almost 100 pounds
Oh, wow.
because we've done a lot of testing, just hooking the fob up. And the thing that's going to rip on this is actually the plastic out of the fob before the towel ever rips. It even
Interesting.
comes close to ripping. So,
Yeah.
and you can see in the fob, you see that support piece there?
Yeah,
That's why
absolutely.
we
It's got the
put
2
that in.
rivets.
Yep. If that wasn't there, this would wear out in probably about a month of using it
Oh,
out there
wow.
on the course. The plastic just can't handle that abuse.
Yeah, you can see right
Because
underneath
when
there.
you start pulling that across, when you pull it across and that pocket opens, there's quite a bit of pressure that pulls back on that towel. And so it puts a lot of strain there on that joint where it's hooked together.
Yeah,
That's why we put all the support pieces.
You can definitely tell that you've gone above and beyond kind of to make sure that the product outlasts and holds up just from the stitching in the product and the towels and the quality and also the reinforcement on the discs and really just the product quality is just always so important to me when I look for something. And what I see in every aspect of this product is that it's all quality.
You know what I think we need? I think we need Jason to show us how to use this product.
Absolutely, yeah. Go for it. In front of them.
Right,
Yes, go ahead, back up.
You got
There
the
you go.
awesome background here.
Go for it.
This is so perfect. And Jason does this like in the house all day. So this
my whole life is literally spent doing that all day long. I just walk around and so I might as well just.
there it is. He hit a disc. But
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Beautiful. Feel that drag.
That's awesome. See, he gets that snap.
There you go.
Nice.
Mine's like a baby,
Yeah.
a little baby snap. Awesome.
Well, that actually helps you a little bit.
Not every day
too,
do we get to
because-
do this,
Because
right?
once you start feeling that drag, it kind of tells you that you're not rounding out anymore at all. Because
Yes.
You're coming straight across your body. And you won't feel that open up and you won't feel that drag unless you're pulling straight across.
Exactly.
If you're coming out a little bit, it's not going to work out for you.
I love
So
that.
it helps you with your form as well.
Absolutely, man. And you
So
know,
it tells you when you're messing up your form,
yeah, it does. It tells you when you're not getting that clean pull
Yeah.
through, that straight path.
which is important.
It's huge.
Yeah.
That's like everything.
Yeah.
And that's like what I preach to teach is to reach away from your target, because a lot of people start to get excited and then reach around and then there they go, you're rounded. And this product really helps you kind of just build that resistance, have that kind of training that you can do on your own to kind of just gain that resistance and that feeling of drag. It's the most important part.
Yeah. So tell me, I really enjoy the towel itself. Was there a lot of decision making into getting a good, like a microfiber style towel?
Yeah, because it's one of the only ones that lasts a long time without like, getting super wet and then it just totally not working. It's just moving the moisture on the disc.
Yeah.
This one actually gets rid of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really important to us. We wanted a good, thick, high quality microfiber towel. We put a lifetime warranty on our products and we say, if it wears out before you feel like it should have worn out, we'll replace it for free.
Love
You
that.
know, and so by saying something like that, you got to have a legit towel.
it's gotta be
or
good.
Things are going to get torn up out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we searched around a long time. We tested a lot of different materials, and we landed on the microfiber towel. And it's the waffle weave. It's a really thick, heavyweight towel.
Yeah.
It works great out there on the course.
And it holds 7 times its weight in water too.
Oh, wow.
And what's nice is when you wring it out, you can still use it. They're actually designed for glass, so that's why it gives such a nice, clean sheen on your disc. And we have different sizes and different towels for different uses too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did send us the other towels as well.
Yeah.
If you want to show them off here as well.
So I love the way that you got this one right in the middle, the way you attached it so that it doesn't drag all over the ground everywhere. And I don't know if that's the exact reason why, if it's the only thing, but it's got to be a pretty leading factor to that is what I figured.
Yeah, because everybody puts it at the very end, which is cool because then you get to see, but then
Yeah, but then it
it's
drags.
just dragging.
in the
Or it's just flapping
leaves.
on the Zuka.
Yep, or your back. There's
So-
a nice wet towel on your back.
Yeah.
And it's these.
Yeah, that's always fun too.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're playing for, right?
Right. So yeah, that is the reason that we came up with this junior towel and the mini. The mini has some other uses as well, but this junior towel, yeah, I bought my first disc golf towel and it looked like this, and it had a grommet up here.
Yep.
And then I put it on my bag and I played around, and then it is just disgusting on the end of the towel.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Muddy and nasty. I think there's some goose poop in there.
Oh, yeah.
Just nastiness.
It's a
all over
regular
my
old
towel.
Tuesday.
So I'm like, why doesn't anybody make a towel specifically for disc golfers that just hang on the bag? So then, boom, thought of this
And then
full size. I mean, that's a big towel right
That's a
there.
huge towel.
You know,
Yeah.
but you hang that from the middle, it still doesn't touch the ground when it's hung off your bag. So
Yeah.
it just makes sense with that.
It saves about half the length of the towel and from dragging. So I mean, it's not like we're drying our body with this, so it doesn't matter if it's got this hard thing in the middle. It's a disc, so you just work around it. That's the
Yep.
smartest part about the whole product with this is the fact that people think towel and they think, oh, you can't have something hard in the middle because it's gonna scratch. It doesn't matter. It's a disc, so you just work around that baby.
Yeah.
Well, and the part on the bottom is actually made. The grommet is
Oh, I
actually
saw
cut
that.
out from our flight discs, so that's actually plastic too.
Oh, nice.
Because
Like the
we try to
middle.
recycle everything that we use. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
And the other thing with the mini is it's great on a smaller bag, medium, large, whatever, but it also has this little, what was that called?
Toggle.
A little toggle.
Oh, cool.
Hmm. That's freaking awesome.
That is excellent. I see you guys really like scrape everything off the bone
They
of a
can cover
disc.
their disc.
Yeah, nothing seems to be going to waste. Can you go into the details of how it is you split the disc apart and what parts you utilize for what product?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like Amanda was saying here on the minis and juniors, that's the little washer that goes in there. And so as we cut a disc apart, I can get 4 fobs per disc, and what I'm left over with is this.
The flight plate.
And this, we always just call it the Ninja Star. That's the flight plate, right?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Ninja Star.
We
I
had
like
to.
it.
We couldn't just throw that in the garbage right off the bat. So what we do with that is we cut those little washers out of it, and they end up looking
Nice.
like this.
Yes.
Okay, so those washers we use for the juniors and minis, and then I take this scrap and I send it to Jesse over at Trash Bandit, and he recycles the rest of that for us.
I love
So
that.
nothing goes to waste.
I love that.
That's so
And
cool.
then we started coming up with 2 mini scraps.
Yeah.
So we started actually making minis out of the scraps as well.
Oh,
And so that's one of the minis we make out of it. What's beautiful about this is it's completely legal because it's the right size,
Right.
and thickness doesn't matter too much when you're talking. And so this fits in your pocket so well, you don't really feel it at all,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. I like these a lot. And so yeah, we're selling these minis too. So even the shavings, because we cut every one of the discs up with a router, all the shavings, I've worked my collection system so I can collect all of those and send those to Jesse at Trash Panda as well, and he'll recycle that too. So I don't even know what part of the disc that we would waste at this point. And considering most of the discs we get are seconds or thirds that can't even be thrown on the course legally, we save a lot of plastic from landfills for sure.
I think the only thing you're not saving is the tears from prior disc golfers from bad shots. I think that's the only thing that you can't save. It gets washed off at some point, but that's okay. You know, you can only do
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
Hey, you know what? If they
We got
do, I got a towel.
towels.
We got towels. We got towels for the tears.
Yeah. It's hooked to the fob for you.
That's a great point. You got all your bases covered. I mean, what can I say?
And so, real quick, so you can the customer can actually send you, like, let's say they have a disc that's sentimental to them. Can they send it to you so they can get it cut up and put in these towels?
For sure, we do that process, and that's great too because it could be an ace disc that they want cut up. We've done memorial discs,
Yeah.
where one guy will send it in for a buddy that they lost, and then they split that up between 4 buddies, and they always have a piece of his favorite disc,
Oh, that's a
things
great
like
idea.
that. And then just we have people that we don't carry the mold they like, and they just want to have that mold on their flight towel. Sure, send it in, we'll cut it up for you, no problem.
Absolutely.
So, do you have an idea of how many different molds you have used by chance?
Oh, you would know
Ooh.
that more than anyone.
Man, I don't know. We can use anything speed 7 and above.
Okay.
So I would say with Innova at some point we've done probably everything they have on the site, speed 7 or above.
Yeah.
Probably same thing with anything Trilogy. We've done a lot of Trilogy discs
Okay.
as well. So yeah, we've always got different molds coming through our website. There's a lot
I
of
love
companies, since we do get a lot of seconds and thirds, sometimes we don't get a choice over what disc we got.
Sure.
So we'll just get a run in from like MVP or Innova, and we'll just work through all those. So the molds are always changing. We always have a great
That's cool.
variety on the website.
That's really cool, man. Yeah, variety's huge, you know, and different colors from different discs and all this different stuff that kind of add to the variety of your product is really cool. You know, you kind of don't ever have like it's kind of like when you get a box of discs in and you start going through them, you're like, wow, this is so much cooler. And you start thinking you need this. You're like, I got 10 of these already, you know, but at the same time, they're so pretty. You got to have another one. It's kind of the same way with these. I like the colors on them. They really pop. And then you can just kind of match those up to the cool colored discs and really just have yourself a cool little match product there. I like that.
Absolutely.
For sure. And we've made sure you can do that with our minis and juniors as well, because like on our minis, these cord colors, we've got a bunch of different colors
Oh,
that
awesome.
you can choose from. And same thing on the juniors with the carabiner colors. And then we offer all of our towels in 5 different colors right off the bat. So we want people to have a lot of options, be able to kind of show their personality out there on the course with the colors.
Sure.
It's pretty cool.
We also do custom printing too for our wholesalers and for our players and for anyone that wants to do a custom run with their own logos.
Oh,
So like
Yeah.
a little lucky
So
ace guy.
we like to customize.
yes.
There you go. Yeah.
You mentioned that you said you can cut up any disc 7-speed or more. Can you explain a little bit of like why that distinction?
Yeah. If you look at one of our fobs, you'll see that rivet that goes in there to hold that support piece on. And let me grab one of those rivets real quick.
You gonna zoom in on that, AJ?
Yeah, I could do that.
That rivet.
Yeah.
That's
And
what he's
so
talking
the
about right
actual
here.
length of that rivet
Oh, I see.
goes in quite a ways. So if you can kind of see how far that
I
goes
can actually
in.
see it through
So
the disc and
anything,
see it come down.
yep, you should be able to kind of see it in there too. So anything slower than a speed 7, I don't have enough rim to work with. And like I was saying before, without that support piece, it'll tear out. So we don't even mess with that.
Yeah.
We want to make sure it's a good quality product.
That's
That's
the
why we go
most
speed 7
important
and
part.
above.
Question. You're gonna show us some custom stamps or some custom.
Oh yeah, Amanda was saying we do customs too, and so we can screen print pretty much anything now on
That's
waffle
cool.
weave microfiber,
That's Cat Merch's
which is
logo,
taking us
right?
a while
Yeah.
to. Yeah, Cat Merch there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so that's pretty cool too. People will be able to customize it that far where they can put their own logos on there and do fundraiser towels, things like that. It's pretty cool to be able to do for
Absolutely.
people.
Well, we are definitely gonna have to, I guess, get a run of some lucky ace towels then.
Gonna have to, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I think it would
I'm
be
gonna
cool.
probably send in a couple discs too, so I can get cut up for me.
I got a lot of people asking about towels right now too.
Yeah.
So it's perfect timing.
And we're in Houston, so even it's like it's so humid, even when it's not raining, which it always is. Our the moisture in our hands is crazy. It is insane.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember Texas State's last year when it was so hot, and the European players came to play, and they didn't understand like why they use their chalk powder and all that.
Yeah.
Their hands, they couldn't throw the disc so well because it kept slipping out of their hands because they were dealing with moisture that they weren't used to.
Someone was playing with them. They're like, they're just digging in the sand the whole time, just trying to dry their
Yeah,
hands
so
off.
we're used to it
Oh,
here
wow.
in Houston, so it is bad.
Oh
so.
yeah. It just doesn't go away. You wipe it off and then it's there again. So
Yeah.
it's like managing that is the hard part.
And the funny thing is I always carry a towel, and 90% of the time, since we're here in the heat, I'm just using this towel for me, just for my face, and not really my discs.
And then you have to make a decision when you've wiped it off at the pond and you're sweating. You're like, do I use it?
I don't care. I do it. I do it anyways.
Yeah, 'cause
Sometimes it's so
you have
bad.
to.
Like,
That's why you get 2 flight towels. You get this one for your face. Just don't
There
mix
you
them up.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe we should
Yep.
tell
There
the
you go.
customers we do that.
I love it. I love it so much. Well, so where do you see the future of the company going? What do you see in 5 years? What's the next big plans?
I'll let you take this.
Should I tell them about-
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was like, should I tell them?
I love it.
We're actually going into Europe. We have a new European distributor that we're working with.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
And so we're already on Amazon. We have a distributor that we work with on Amazon. So we have our products there, and then we'll be in shipping out to Sweden, but he'll be covering all the European area. So that's really exciting
That's
for us.
amazing.
Yeah, and we get to add 10 more players to our European
Yep.
team, so that's
Oh
more
wow.
Team Flightowel members.
Working
That is
on that.
awesome.
Yeah, 'cause
That's so cool.
Wow. So
Yeah.
we just got the scoop.
so we,
Yeah.
yeah, no one really knew that
Yes.
yet. So yeah, you guys have the scoop. So we're gonna be doing that. We already have 58 players, so then we'll be adding 10 additional for the European tour, European as well. So we got that,
Congratulations.
and
yes.
we just
Congratulations.
Thank
That is
you.
that is
Thank
big
you.
news. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
That's huge. Yeah, that's not
something
to be
been
brushed
asked
over.
for quite a while. Yeah, it's big stuff for us to go into the European market, and it's been requested a lot. So
Yeah.
we're really happy to be able to work a deal out so we can get over there.
It's not easy for our European customers to, buy a flight towel and pay $13 to $15 just for shipping, right?
Oh yeah.
So they're almost paying double, little less than double. And so being able to have a distributor over there that can help cut those costs for them is going to be really big. And we have a number of wholesalers that have been wanting to start something. We have some that have sold over in the European area, but this will just be a really nice offer for all of those customers. So we're really excited.
Yeah.
Just did that. I don't know if there's anything else we have planned going forward. 5-year mark. What do we think?
Boy, 5 years.
That's big. Like there's always big things happening way faster than that. So it's kind of hard.
It seems like every month we have some big thing that's happening for us because that's just the way it works in a small business sometimes. And it's always great stuff. So in 5 years, I don't know. 5 years, I hope I'm doing the same thing. We make all these products by hand. I absolutely love doing it.
Did you have a business
shop here at home?
So I see that you have a shop. Did you have a disc golf shop before you started Flightowel? Were you already in the disc golf business or just fans?
Nope. Just big fans. We went to Beaver State Fling one year, and we already had the idea for the Flightowel. It wasn't. I don't even think we have a website for anything at that point, but we had the idea, and we met Tina and Eric Oakley from Whale Sacks. And they were doing it, and it was about 5 years ago. So they're out there, and we talked to them for quite a while, and they're like, "Yeah, you just got to do it. You just got to make your product and get it out there." And so we talked to them quite a bit, and just stoked the fire, and we came back and made it happen.
We just wanted to be there the next year with our own products, and we did that.
Yeah, we made that goal. We're going to be here next year with our own products, and we hit it.
Yeah.
So. Is it
we're really
full time for both y'all? Is that how's it been?
Yeah, there's actually 5 of us at Flightowel now because, nobody wants to do anything alone, right?
Oh,
so
no.
If you got something fun you want to build a business out of, you got to bring some buddies in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Amanda and I are full-time here, and then we have Grant Nixon and Candace Sharp. They do all of our sewing and the juniors and minis for us in their shop. And then we have Scott West, and we built him a shop at his place, too, and he does all of our screen printing for us.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
we do all in-house screen printing. It makes it so much easier to have all that equipment.
Oh, I bet.
So just golfers making cool disc golf products for other disc golfers.
Yep.
Really what we pride ourselves in.
I love that.
I
love that so much.
Perfect.
Yeah, one of my last questions for you guys. You guys, I guess, saw a problem that needed to be solved in the disc golf world of, trying to warm up. And as a beginner myself, who was using my kitchen towel and just it wasn't translating to throwing a real disc. Would you say that this is something that stands out in the field? Do you see anyone do you see any competition or anything that's like relative, or do you think you've cornered this market of the disc golf community?
I think that the difference that are our towels is that they are hand sewn, they are put together by hand. It's a high quality product. We started with a really high quality product, and I think it stands on its own. So I think that's really the difference.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say we really have a lot of competition as far as the warm-up time. there's disc golf towels out there, but nothing close to what we do, and the uniqueness of all of our products. And so...
Well, and, I've also talked to a lot of, because I do the wholesale side of our company, and I've talked to retailers who didn't even know that there was an option for having towels printed on and for their own logo and that easy. So that is something that kind of sets us apart as well. Plus all of the customization options that you have. You get to choose your fob, your colors. We also do 3D printed products, which we didn't even really cover. So in all of our products, they're very unique. So I don't really feel like we have too much competition just because we really started with a high quality product, and everything that we've created has to do with, a challenge that we have as a disc golfer. The mini doesn't drag on the ground, but you can also hold it in your offhand, cover your disc when you go up to the tee pad. Everything's nice and dry. Our juniors are a much bigger towel, but they hang from the center, and they hang perfect on a Zuka cart. And then of course our 3D printed products are just bar none. Those are really cool products too.
Yeah, as a 3D printer myself, what on earth is this made of? Because it feels very rubbery and soft. It doesn't feel like normal PLA.
Oh no, it's TPU.
Oh. That is
AJ's
brilliant.
the only one that understood what you just said.
Absolutely, I was lost.
When I opened it, I got really excited. I'm like, oh, it's a
CPU.
3D print. And I'm like, what on earth? It blew my mind how soft it was for a handle grip. I'm like, 3D print for a handle grip? But no, that feels softer than a lot of the rubber ones that I felt.
These are awesome.
Yeah, and it's way more durable too. I mean, these things will hold up forever.
We've taken hammers to these things.
Yep.
That's
We've heated them up. We've cooled them down to ridiculous temperatures. We haven't broke one yet.
Yeah.
That is really interesting. Very well done.
yeah, this thing is really
Yeah,
cool.
and then the putter clips go on the cart. Like I got an example here for you on the putter clips that you're holding there.
Perfect.
And
Oh,
so that just holds them right there.
oh, that's
and
cool.
then it just easily releases your disc right out of it, and then it just snaps back in.
That's so cool. That's man.
And from a 3D printer.
Yeah.
From a 3D printer.
We have 6.
Well, we have 6 of them. But
They
yeah.
got a farm.
Yeah,
They're
got a
always
farm.
going.
Have a farm.
Those are really cool. Yeah, these are great products as well. You can tell again with the towels, quality is key. That's what you can just tell by feeling it. It's not just some cheap plastic thing. I'm sitting over here messing with it. You ain't breaking this thing. But it's also got the durability and the pliability to kind of be comfortable and not just be like a rock hard thing. This thing's soft. You can see them smushing on it, and it's people think 3D printed. We've got a little Ace over there, and he's like rock hard. This stuff's like pliable, feels great. Same thing with the putter grip or the putter clip. Quality.
I'm actually going to take that. I
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah.
He's like, that's mine.
That's mine.
That's actually
when the box opens up, we all kind of dive into it. We're like, I want that. I call this.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Yeah. So you on your website, I guess, can you like people can suggest or send in their discs that they want to get turned into a disc towel. I can tell you right now, you're probably going to get a couple Mason Ford Grackle or Diamondbacks from over here because that's exactly the kind of flight towel we want. Yeah, from Mint. Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome.
Now's your time though. Is there anything that you guys wanted to plug? I'm sorry. Yeah, go right ahead.
I was going to say, it's at the bottom of our website. So you'll see our custom ordering form there. You'll see the Meet the Team, and then also the custom sending in your own custom disc.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what's the website that we can send all our customers to?
It's www.flightowel.com.
1 T.
1 T.
But if you put 2 in there, it'll still come to us.
Love it.
Ah, smart.
That sounds like something that you've definitely dealt with before.
Definitely.
Actually, when we got the domain, a friend of ours came over and she's like, "What is it?" And I go, "It's flightowel.com." She spelled it wrong, and I instantly bought
We're
what
like,
she spelled.
There you
Yes.
go.
I'm going to buy that one too.
Yeah.
Foresight.
We will not get this one wrong again.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So I guess last, we just want to make sure that we give you all a chance to have the floor, plug anything you want, anybody that's kind of inspired you or carried you along the way. Give me
Social
an
media
idea.
handles, things like that.
Yes, the floor is yours.
I would just say we'd love for you guys to, your viewers to support our players. They're out there. You can look on our website at our Meet Our Players, and any of their PDGA numbers will save you 10%. So there's that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because we don't do a lot of specials, but you can save that way.
Yeah.
And then any wholesaler or any player, any league or group that wants to have custom printing, again, down at the bottom of our website is the custom printing link. It has all the information in there. We love to do custom jobs too. It's fun.
Yeah. And if you want to send us a disc, hit us up. It's just a quick form you fill out, and it gets approved because I got to make sure it's the right speed disc, and then you send it in and we slice it up.
Yep.
Social media.
We're on social media. You can just type in Flight Towel in Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just Flight Towel on all of those.
Love it. I love
Perfect.
that.
Awesome.
Thank you all so much for your time this afternoon and for being so generous and selling us or sending us these products. It means a lot to us to have a chance to be able to check out these small businesses, being a small business ourselves, and be able to really shine a light and get as many views and eyes on these different products that people might not have a chance. They see it in the field, but they don't get a chance to talk to y'all and have the questions that we do. And maybe, we get someone answered, and maybe we get some more towels sold for y'all.
Yeah, definitely. Because we were
thank you
like in
so
the same
much.
boat. Like, it was just us like going and taking the chance and just jumping, and it's a leap of faith. So I love to talk to people like you, like myself, like Jason, who took that leap of faith and it's now working in a sport that we love.
Yeah.
So that's the cool part.
Yeah.
We love being a part of the disc golf community, and thank you so much for your support and having us on here. It means a lot to us too. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, we'll definitely be in touch.
Yep.
We're gonna get some Lucky Ace ones, so we can bring to the shop and offer that to our customers. So thanks again for coming out. Y'all have a great night.
Y'all have a fantastic day.
All right.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks. You too.
You too.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
You've noticed my new and fresh and pretty sweet hoodie that I got
That is nice looking.
from Valerie's website on Discraft.
The one that's on screen right now. Yeah, that link, that URL.
It is her. So it's like a link on the Discraft Team Discraft website. So they gave all their elite players like their own. I wouldn't say
Homepage?
website. It was like web page,
Sure.
which is website
Yeah.
of their products.
Absolutely.
And I went on there and I bought one of everything, 2 of some.
That's support.
Yeah, but I got this cool hoodie from there. So if you want to go ahead and plug that for Val, she gets some of the proceeds for her touring needs, which is a lot. A lot of hot Cheetos and chocolate milk.
A lot of coffee, man. She
Cheetos
pays
and
for
chocolate milk.
Extra hot.
Yeah.
That's also a
Or-
dope
or
Val
the hot
hat you're
food.
wearing. They can get that on our website.
Yeah, they
Yes.
can definitely get this Lucky Ace discs and here at the Conroe shop as well.
And there's a selection with those.
There's a selection. I like the black with the white. I'm looking at one right now that's like a dark olive green, which Val loves.
That's like my favorite one
that
too.
color too. So I had to get them in that. I learned that the hard way that, just because Jay likes it doesn't mean the world likes it. Or just because Jay doesn't like it.
Y'all don't
doesn't-
like it?
Yeah. I don't like the olive green, but I'm wearing it. And
Really?
I didn't really care, but then I'm rocking it and I'm like, this is like my skin color.
It does look like you're just. It does look
It looks like
you're
I'm naked,
wearing a
right?
shirt, not wearing a
Oh
shirt.
my goodness, dude. No, I think
You
it's
just
a
got
good
Val's
color.
logo tatted on
Yeah, I
your
just
chest.
got her
Yeah.
tatted on me. No big deal.
Dude, I shaved my chest hair in the shape of Val's logo. Some call me like Batman, but a little different, you know?
Yeah. Just a little different.
I love that.
No, I like it. And then I also got the shirt too. There's a shirt that has her logo and it's like a dark, like kind of like that green, but a little darker.
Yeah.
And then it has the barbed wire on the shoulders
Oh,
and then Discraft on the back. It's pretty sweet.
let's go.
Yeah, I
That's
got
dope.
it. And then a meteor. It came with a meteor and I got a jawbreaker zone that I immediately bagged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
With her stamp?
Mm-hmm.
Bet.
Yeah, with her stamp. So now I have the Mason was telling me the cow zone.
House
Anyway.
zone.
That's so bad.
Inside joke. Alexis's zone and I have Val's zone. So there's a jawbreaker and then an ESP zone. Probably my favorite zones.
Which one's better though?
I will never say.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
yeah.
good thing about it. They're different. Val's is a lot more like, overstable.
I know which one's better.
Which one?
I know which one flies better in my opinion when I would throw them. The ESP.
The ESP?
Or it's ESP, right?
Dang, Val. Jason just went in on you.
Yeah. I went in hard too.
Look.
The jawbreaker ones are great.
These
But
are the
they're a little
ESP ones
straighter.
that Jason's talking about. And so we also have an exclusive deal with Ledgestone. So we get these especially from Jamie Kemp himself,
Dun dun dun.
Mr. Ledgestone, assistant TD of Ledgestone, who now lives in Houston, Texas.
Love to see it.
And it's funny because Jamie's a good buddy of mine. I should have told him to come.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, you know what?
We will.
Next week, since he lives here, we'll get Jamie Kemp. If you don't know Jamie Kemp, assistant TD at Ledgestone and all office warehouse manager.
He's probably eating hot Cheetos and chocolate milk right now. Dude. I'm guaranteed he's sitting on the couch.
That's Val
Just
and
kidding.
Alexis for sure. Which also I wanted to address that too. They were supposed to be here. I'm sure y'all know Val's dealing with an injury, and I'll let her kind of explain to the fans on why she's not playing, but obviously it's the ankle. Just to barely touch on it, she's like fine. She's able to throw and play a little bit, but after long rounds, she still deals with slight swelling, and she just wants to make sure that she's 100% when she comes back and not coming back early. So she'll be seeing a specialist this week to make
Love it.
sure she
Everything's
is
going good.
able. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
That way, when she comes back, she's not coming back and then going right back to the injured reserve list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I actually had a guy reach out to me for stem cells.
Yeah.
And he was like, she should not be out this long. We can get her
Yeah.
We can get her better by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's why she's going to a specialist.
That's what I figured too.
Yeah, that way, you know, I mean, like I said, she's fine. She's able to throw. I've seen her throw, and I've seen her play. Enough disc golf for me to be like, yeah, she's right there, but she's dealing with a tiny bit of swelling after that, and she just wants to make sure.
Be safe. You're
be
a
safe.
professional athlete.
She just got a new contract with Discraft and this other cool label, Lucky Ace Discs. You know, don't want to ruin
way
that.
bigger than Discraft.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin that.
Yeah, I mean, we put that in jeopardy? I don't think so, dude.
Yeah.
No.
I'm the caddy now. I went from a Lucky Ace guy to Mason Ford's caddy.
Yep.
That's what people
Full-time,
know
dude.
me as now. Mason Ford's caddy? Are you Mason Ford's caddy? I'm like, yeah.
Yes, actually, you've seen me at time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the skins at the ranch.
Yeah, that was.
Which was so cool. I want to talk about that, but maybe the next podcast?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because the ranch got... Oh, well, you know what? We'll get Adam on for that.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah, because I want Adam to explain how cool it was to have GK Pro at his property, which he's been dying to show to the world. And it's just like, you know, it's in the middle of nowhere for some people. So it's like hard. But you know, Luke actually, when we got there, he told Mason, he was just like, hey, you're the reason we're here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so, and they loved it.
Dude, it's such a cool property and unique that people just don't get a chance to get out to.
Yeah.
And it's a private course. So I mean, he works full-time job. It's his house. It's where he lives.
Yeah.
So people can't just go wandering around out there.
And he just bought the property next to him.
And it's looking like it's going to be even bigger. Airbnbs.
You can go fishing.
It's got camping. He's going to add another little mini course or something along the lines of that. So there's big plans on top of already
on top of being the best disc golf course
hidden
in
gem.
Texas. Yeah.
It's the hidden gem because people don't get a chance to go there.
Yeah.
And now that you get yourself on skins, people are going to be itching to get out there. But I've already had 2 people tell me, yeah, I knew everyone said how good it was, but after seeing it on camera, I definitely
And it still doesn't do it justice.
Doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, it looks cool on camera, but until you've been, AJ knows.
Oh, yeah.
He's put it on camera.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all see soon enough.
Yeah, you'll see.
It's raw and rugged.
Yeah.
And that
And once
place-
it beats in even more, that it is going to be. It's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And some of the pros like Ezra, Gannon Burr, your winner. You know they were there, and Alden Harris, and then of course our guy Mason Ford. So check it out; it's already out. Link right here. I got really cool about doing that. This time I didn't make a big deal about it.
I love it though.
Yeah, so check it out because our guy Mason's on there, and you've already seen it. He shreds it, and it's kind of cheating because he knows the course. But you know, you still got to put those shots together because it's so hard to play that course. Oh
yeah.
My gosh! But seeing some of these big name pros make some incredible. Alden, what was it? It's hole 4.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Insane.
he got to the opening.
I know, bro. He went through it and jumped out into the open, and I was like, he's jump putting for 2.
I've never seen anybody there, and Adam was like, there's only been like one other person that's done that.
Dude, Gannon's shot was a cannon, bro.
Yeah.
If that thing would have got through, he would have maybe been in like.
Yeah, he plays the course again. That shot is probably there.
It is, but hey, that's the thing with there. You have to hit that line.
Yeah.
You have to hit that line on the right angle. That's that whole place.
Yeah.
And you got greedy, bro. If they get that greedy,
You can at the ranch.
dude, because where Gannon ended up, he threw a crazy shot. That's what Gannon does, but I'm pretty sure he like overshot the basket and then shot back. It's easy to take a bogey at that point, trying to get all the way out. You don't have to. You just pitch out to your spot and then throw it up, take a birdie. Or a par,
Yeah.
you know, or you try to get greasy and try to get all like fancy with it, and that place will humble you quick.
Yeah.
I watched it in that coverage.
There's also a sneak peek to our new player.
Ooh, I seen him.
You seen little
It
Ellis?
is, yeah, dude. I seen him when he said his favorite player, and Mason's like, that broke my heart.
Yeah, he said it was Eagle, and it's like Mason's like, did you hear him in the audio? He's like, I'm supposed to be your favorite
No, dude,
player.
like, it broke my heart, dude. I was like, I started tearing up a little bit. I was like, but look at him. He's got the Eagle hat on, the Eagle shirt on. Dude.
Yeah.
It's a giveaway, and he is such a good putter, man.
Yeah, he's got incredible form. If for y'all don't know, we're signing Ellis. I don't remember his last name, but Ellis Disc Golf on Instagram. This kid shreds. He gets lessons from Mason Ford, so
Yeah.
smooth lefty. So now we have 2 lefties on the team.
Ugh. I mean, yes.
Marcus is like, finally. No, but no, I met his dad. He's this kid is so outspoken and so social, and he's a homeschooled kid.
Yeah, he is, man. He's got a little personality to him. He's got it.
He was razzing Gannon Burr.
Scene, dude.
And
I
he
was
got
like-
to him a couple times.
said
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, because Gannon's still young, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not like little kids talking trash to him. He's 17 years old.
Yeah.
He's like, even though they're like this, they're really seeing eye to eye.
It's
you
like
know?
they're on the Xbox Live chat all over again, bro.
Yes.
He's like, he's in his bedroom, dude.
He
you know
said,
what I
"Why
mean?
did you go for it?" And he's like, "I tried." And Ellis goes, "It didn't look like
Oh.
it." And Luke Humphries was like, "This kid is a killer."
Yes.
Like, it was so funny to see Ellis like show his personality on skins. Like,
Not scared, dude.
Yeah, not scared at all.
There was a bunch of kids out there I seen.
Yes, there was another one. Both of them, those 2 kids you saw, they both get lessons from Mason.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
Shows how much Mason does work in our community. Like, he loves to give back, and I think giving lessons to those kids is his favorite thing to do
I bet, because Mason just likes hanging out.
because they're the same height.
Yeah.
Got him.
He's going in on you, Mason. You hear that?
Got him. I got. Well, they didn't come, so we had to do something.
We got to do something. Give him a little jab.
Yeah. So I talked to them today, and they were like, I think they're not doing Jones or after Jonesboro. They're gonna make a trip specifically to come here just to do a meet and greet and a signing with the fans, and then do the podcast.
Love it. Love it. That's good timing, too. Right now, it's busy in town. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
So with Texas States, if everybody didn't know, I'm sorry. So we got Texas States this weekend. We're gonna be TDing. So
Yep.
we're gonna be, by the time you hear this, it's already gonna be done and over. But we're gonna be had TD 2 courses. We're gonna be Northside Christian Church.
Shout out! You want to shout out to River Grove, the club?
Oh my goodness, dude.
I saw pictures.
Oh, so we're also gonna be
You
TDing.
said get close to the mic, I guess.
We're gonna also be TDing River Grove over in the Humble area. That place, I've played there 5-6 years now, and the weather, the floods, they've gotten beat up. It's a totally different looking place, and it's always like a work in progress that they just continue to chip away and work and work and work. I went out there for the first time in probably a month and a half, 2 months, and it might be the nicest course of all of them.
Yeah.
It might be the best course I've played in Houston in a long time, being like cleaned up, everything trimmed, trash cans are all cleaned up, clean signage. They've added multiple holes that are scenic along this river. They've got the whole thing looking so tidied up right now. Ryan and Thies, I'm sorry,
yeah.
I screwed that up. Him and his guys, he's got a whole group out there between Donkey and Kermit and I can't name them all.
Yeah,
I can't name them all.
They are dedicated. They
Yeah.
are a dedicated group of disc golfers that only play at River Grove.
Hey, and you know what?
And
When
they
you have
take
a
care of that.
gem like that,
Oh, yeah.
and they go out there and they put the work in week after week, and it shows.
It's their place.
It's their place. And with arms wide open, they want everyone to
Yes,
come
they
out.
do.
And what they've done with that place has really it blew me away.
Yeah.
It blew me away. I was walking around like,
You showed me
wow.
pictures, and I was just like, "That's River Grove."
I know.
It's like,
I know.
man, that looks sweet.
It was pristine condition. So
Yeah.
shout out to y'all. Thank you. You made it way easier for our job. I mean,
Same on on the Northside Christian Church end. I went today, and Brian has taken over and just made that course his, and worked with Randy.
yep.
From Northside Christian. When I got there today, I was ready to work. I told Brian, I was like, "Do we need anything from Home Depot?" He's like, "Nope." And I was like, "Okay, well, he must have everything, so."
Yeah.
I get there, and I'm there, and I'm waiting for him, and I'm getting ready, and as I'm looking around, I'm like, "Well, there's flags and there's lines." And Randy's just getting off the field with the tractor, and another guy's coming off with the tractor. They just finished mowing. Everything is completely mowed. And then Brian gets there, and I was like, "Hey, so like, what is it that we need to work on? It looks great." He's like, "Nothing." He's like, "I just wanted to play with you." And
Yeah.
I was like, "I get to play?"
Yes.
Like I was expecting to work here. Like
Yeah.
he's like, "No, it's done." I was like, "Oh man!" And we ended up playing the full 21, and we went over some OEB that he had questions about, and I thought he did a great thing and answering it, and we didn't have to change anything really.
he told me that he said everything is done. I can tell when I'm talking to Brian when he's excited about something, because he'll hang his hat on it. And he was very happy and proud with how everything looked, and let me know everything was going on in the loop with the mowing and everything that was coming. He wanted to paint today, just a couple lines potentially if they got blown away a little bit, just to make sure that they were top notch.
And he flagged, went through the whole
way
course
over flagged, I heard, which is great for the player.
Flagged, and then he put more as we went out. That he just liked to make sure that it was the defined line.
Yep.
And then asked me a couple questions on because one thing about the OB in the bowl out there is like, you want to make it challenging, but you don't want to like make it too hard to understand. So he was making sure that was on point, and I thought it was perfect. I didn't see a need to change anything.
Yeah.
I just appreciated it because I played the course, which I played time and time again, and it felt different.
Yeah.
It felt super professional. And I've been, like I said, I've been caddying for Mason for the last few events since Vegas. I've seen the courses that he's played, the way they're set up. It just felt no different. Like it felt like we were at one of those courses.
That's exactly how I felt when I went out to River Grove.
Yeah.
It was it's exciting. It's exciting because it makes us,
because all we have to do is show up in TD
and be like, we didn't do this, but we're proud of this work. You know what I mean? And
so that's why we're doing this now, so that people will know that, we showed up in TD the event, and I wish I could take all the credit, but I'm just TDing the event. These guys are the ones that put in the hard work so that you could have a great weekend with no questionable OB, with no no long grass or stuff that you like brush and all that stuff that you don't want to deal with, especially in a tournament.
Yeah, it's not clean. And when you're
Dead
paying
trees,
a lot of money to play in a big tournament like this, like Texas State's, you don't want that. You don't want all that.
You're getting your money's worth.
Absolutely.
Not just with the players packs, because Griff is already taking care of that, and it's going to be super hooked up for the AMs. But you're playing a course that a professional player would go up to. And it might not be the distance for him because it's Northside Christian, but the way it's set up, the way the OB is, the way the lines are, the care that has gone into it, they would be completely happy with that course. You're playing a pro tour event.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And big shout out to Griff and Steve Stanley and Pat Womack and Chris Vandegrift, that is, on getting this tournament here and getting it to this level.
Yeah.
And letting us be a part of it, but putting the work in to they've been grinding.
Yeah, and this has gone on for like 2 years.
Yeah, this is a work in progress for
at
years.
least that I've known. I mean, I'm definitely longer, but we've been a part of this for over a year now.
Yeah, and it's huge what they're bringing to the community here. And
we're 2 days away.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Everyone's so excited to go watch the pros. That's the biggest thing, dude. They're in their backyard, and we finally got them here in Houston, and people are excited. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them for actually doing it and getting the work done and putting it in and making this
bringing Texas State back.
Biggest tournament ever in Houston, Texas. It has to be.
Has to be. Yeah.
They're using 7 different courses, I believe.
And there's like 10 different pools.
Yeah. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
So shout out, guys. Congratulations on all the success with the states, and looking forward to the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Last thing, the Mason Ford Diamondback.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Where are you, sir? You're lost.
Yeah.
You're lost in space.
Obi-Wan, we have your disc. It's signed and ready to go.
We want to throw it to you.
I'm about to throw it.
To you.
You gotta send us like an email or tag us on Instagram because
any way you can, man.
Yeah, we can't. We don't know where to find you. We don't know where to send the disc.
Obi-Wan, please.
You won. Obi, you won. Now just come on through, brother, and get your prize. We'll send it to you.
You are our only hope.
Yeah. Right now we have the high ground. We don't want the high ground.
He didn't get it.
I don't know.
No, it was good. That was a good joke.
He didn't get it.
It's fine. Everyone else is laughing.
Yeah. Jason doesn't watch movies. So
that was all Star Trek, right?
Close enough.
Welcome to episode 6. Okay, I'm done. I'm not even going to let him say it.
I'm good.
Just because he did
that.
What? No, you're not allowed to.
Have a great day.
Dang it.
I went out above and beyond.
All right.